An alpha prototype build of Midnight Club 3 has been leaked recently, and it is absolutely fascinating. This one's dated back to October 2004, which was roughly 6 months before the game actually came out, and features some really interesting changes compared to the full release, such as changes to the physics model, a completely different UI and menu design, and even changes to the career mode that I found really interesting. And so I decided to give this alpha prototype a go and see which of these changes were actually for the better and which ones were kind of for the worst. It's pretty unlikely that we'll get such a deep look behind the curtain of Midnight Club 3's development history ever again. So I hope you enjoy. This is completely different. So as you can see, it's playing the Midnight Club 2 opening, because they probably didn't have an opening for this yet. And I'm just really excited to see this. Because it's very rare that we get a look behind the curtain, especially with, you know, Midnight Club especially. So as you can see, there's like a bunch of stuff already a little bit different with the menus. Like you still have these like 3D camera shots throughout the city, which were obviously really, really cool and iconic. So let's try to get into the career. I'm not sure if we'll have any success with that. Game intro. That's great. Customization tutorial. What's the audio? Is that... Dude, that's Limp Bizkit, dude. That song was not even planned to be in the game, I think. So here we are. There's already a bunch of stuff that, you know, we can already point to that looks very different, but most obvious, I guess, is the whole menu. Like the whole UI design is quite a bit different. It uses more light colors rather than dark. You have like an actual stack of like cash next to the money, which is also pretty interesting. And I think also the default colors are different, right? Like obviously you can change the color here if you want, which I can't do. But I think the default color on this was different, right? Like this was not white. And it's just looping the same car in the beginning. We can at least look at the colors while this is going. We can kind of like get a little bit of a look. So far I don't think there was anything new. The logo for the Chrysler is different here. But this right here, the Maybach, is actually a different car altogether. That has not been in the original game, hasn't been in remix, hasn't been anywhere. Also, I think some of the pricing might be different. I don't think the cars were that expensive, like 1.6 million. We can actually just check out the arcade mode first. I think that is more interesting for now, before we jump into the career. We can check out the Maybach a little bit early. Alright, and here we are. This countdown definitely looks different. It uses like the basic Rockstar font, which is Helvetica. And yeah, here we are in the game in the Maybach. Once again, car that was never actually drivable in the game. That I think was probably cut for licensing reasons, because Maybach is like a tuning brand of Mercedes. And I can imagine there were probably some issues with getting the car into the game. But it seems like it's fully functional. I'm not sure how customization is going to go, obviously. As you can see, the game, for the most part, looks the same as before. Like, you know, there's not like any like insane changes or like unfinished maps. At least not as far as I could tell so far. But what you can definitely see is that the UI looks definitely different. So the minimap has really strong yellow colors. It uses really strong yellow colors for the roads. But I think, you know, it's a little bit hard on the eyes, I think, you know. I do like the dark red color on the Speedo. I honestly think they should have kept that. But the map looks really ugly. Like, I'm glad they changed the map and just kind of made it more monochrome in a way. But yeah, that's as far as like immediate visual changes go. For other stuff, we will have to just kind of explore the map and just kind of see if we can spot any differences. I did notice like one thing already during testing. But yeah, it seems pretty good. Like, you have the pedestrians, you have traffic. I'm not sure if it's this car in particular, but the traffic feels a little bit lighter here. It might definitely be this car, that this car has like an insane amount of mass. So, okay, here's like the first weird thing, and I can't really even say if this is like 100%. There are like chairs here and stuff. There's like more objects in certain places, I feel like more destructible objects. I don't think you had this much stuff here. So we also have the ability. So this one, yeah, is a luxury sedan, so it has aggro, right? I feel like there's more physics on the traffic vehicles, or just different physics on the traffic vehicles. Like, look at the physics here. Like, they could not flip over that much. Like, I genuinely think the traffic was way heavier and stuck to the ground much more in the base game. Whereas here they can actually catch some airtime and roll over. It's super cool, actually. It's kind of sad that they removed this, and I'm not sure why. This is so much more fun with the traffic like this, dude. What a downgrade. This actually makes me so upset. Oh, yeah. Look at it go. Dude, I would have had so much fun with this as a kid. Oh, dude, what a downgrade. They needed to keep these physics, man. Oh, that's so much more fun. Wait. Oh, wait, I ducked it in the river. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, nah. Bring this back, please. Someone needs to bring these physics back. The water park has a different name. I'm not sure where it is. Yeah, this was definitely not here before. I would definitely remember this. Sealand, interesting. Oh, this looks so painted on. This looks like something someone drew with like Microsoft Paint in like 2 minutes. I'm guessing maybe they changed it because of licensing reasons. If this is like an actual like, if it's the actual name of the real water park in San Diego, I'd imagine they probably would have needed to, you know, license out the name for this so they can actually use it and, you know, use the icon, the logo and everything. Also really interesting looking pause menu. Funnily enough, it's using the same colors as I use on my overlay, like blue and yellow. Yeah, I will say, like, as far as like UI goes, especially these loading screens, I gotta say, are ugly as hell. Like the loading screens are super iconic, right, to Midnight Club 3, and you know they're iconic for a reason. I don't think they would have had the same kind of like fame they have nowadays if they looked like this. So far, all of the visual changes that I could notice to the main game, to the full release, I would say so far have all been for the better. Hey, there's one more Rockstar logo. They're not spinning. That is something I'm noticing. Usually they spin, right? Very stationary. Also, wait, what? They don't even disappear. Oh, wait, I can even collect them multiple times, and I think it's a physical object. It's a physical object you can interact with. It's just kind of bouncing around. It feels really bugged. What about the Mega Kitty Strip Club to the right? What? Chat, what are we talking about? Was there a strip club in this game? Oh my god, I just ran into it. There it is. I just ran into it. There it is, right here. Wait, was this in the full release? I never noticed this. The neon signs here are animated in the full release. Okay, I see you've been here a bunch. Yes, there it is. So there you go. GM Global Headquarters. General Motors Headquarters. Usually that stuff is not there. I mean, the building I think is still here, but not these logos. I assume because they probably couldn't get the rights to the name and the logo from General Motors, so they had to get rid of that. So that is also a small difference here. I do think, honestly, like, cutting this car was a big shame. I think this car would have fit into the game like a glove. Like, this feels so Midnight Club, this car. It's such a shame that this one got cut. It's so perfect for this game. Yeah, I feel like, once again, like, I feel like there's just more objects around altogether, like more smashable objects, which, I mean, makes sense, right? Because optimization is what happens last in game development, usually. And what's an easy way to make the game run better? Remove objects, right? Just remove a bunch of stuff. But how about we try to start the career now? We've kind of messed around for like 30 minutes, I think. Loading here is also different. It just kind of stretches the text. It looks so cheap. It looks like it's from some shovelware game, honestly. It looks so goofy. Okay, let's see if we can notice any new customization here. By customization, I would say overall was probably the most finished aspects of the game. Because it feels very, very complete. Very much how it was in the full game. Wait, the font is different. There's a different font that I haven't seen before. Okay, wait, we might have different fonts. Old English. Wait, dude, this is actually completely different. Hold on. Old English is the default font. I don't remember these fully, but I would say some of these fonts were not there, because you have to also consider, and this is gonna blow some of your minds probably, fonts are also licensed for the most part. Like, you have to also license out fonts. So if some of these didn't look familiar, it's because they couldn't get the rights. Manufacturer of vinyls. I'm not sure if they even looked like this here. There's a good chance that some of the manufacturer of vinyls also look different. Like these here, these car-specific ones. Flags. Okay, what do you mean flags? It's just like different variations of the Rockstar logo. Yeah, this was definitely not in the original game. I would be super weirded out. Okay, let's try to challenge Vanessa. Press circle to start. But yeah, you drive to the race just like normal. Not bad, let's race. Okay, different text there. It's really just like the smaller stuff that is very, very different. Okay, also I'm not sure But this car also feels like a little bit tighter. I kind of forgot how this car felt in the base game. But handling-wise, this one feels much more planted, I would say. Like, even on stock, I think you were drifting a lot more with this car. Like, this one just kind of like... I don't know. Feels slightly different. But it might be placebo, I'm not sure. Race 1 of 2, yeah. Man, the menus... I mean, they definitely is unfinished to a certain degree. Like, I don't think they ever intended to, like, keep these menus as they were. But, you know... What is a bus doing here? There's no way that happens in the full game. I don't think they route traffic, let alone a bus through that. New tutorial available. Press select for the map. Oh, wow, yeah. Look at the map screen. Jesus. Okay, what I will say I like about this, though, is that it doesn't, like, fully, like, cover the whole screen. Like, when you open the map in the main game, it covers the whole screen. Here, it's more like a small window on top of the... what's currently going on in the game. That I do like more, actually. The way it looks, I'm not a fan of, though, like, as usual. Although I shouldn't even be saying this, because, like, it's using the same colors that I'm using for my overlay here. So when I say it doesn't look good, I'm indirectly saying my overlay doesn't look good. Which is stupid. Oh, what is cool here, though? Look at this. You can actually filter through all of the different types of events you can do here. Like, you can look for career races, tuner club races, SUV club. That is actually cool. I don't think you had this in the full game. Side quest, culture description. Yeah, okay, so the descriptions here are not fully mapped out. But that is interesting, right? Because I think none of the events had descriptions. It's not necessary. Like, I think they had descriptions in Midnight Club LA for all of the different missions and events. It's mostly just flavor text, really. I also have, like, different logos here for all of the event types. Like, for the ordered race underneath. And for tuners here. Hookman. Interesting. All of the main required bosses or rivals, I guess, in the game are called Hookmen. So we have the San Diego tournament here. Set as target or race now? Does race now just start? That's so good! Wait, that's so good! Why did they cut this? Oh, that's so good! Why did they cut that? You don't actually have to drive to all the races. You can just start. Why was that cut? I mean, okay, look, it's not a big deal. It's not that big a deal. Because the maps are small in this game. They're fairly small. So if you need to get to a place to start an event, you're usually not driving more than like a couple seconds. But man, dude, that is so nice. Oh, that is so nice. So this was one of the autocross races. And yeah, there's definitely something going on with the barriers here that are just kind of disappearing. I assume this probably has something to do with the LODs. Also, where are we going? Okay, what's pretty interesting here is you can use your special ability in Autocross. I don't think you were allowed to do that. Like, abilities were turned off. I'm not sure about Nitrous. I think Nitrous might have also been disabled. But it would have definitely helped tremendously. But I guess that's what made these Autocross races kind of stand out and a little bit unique. Is that you couldn't really rely on any of the abilities. I mean, it is a little bit silly because the only ability that really gives you an advantage in Autocross is Zone. Since you have no traffic or other vehicles in any of the other races. Also, I think the layout here is different. Either this is a different race altogether that I don't remember, or the layout has changed on the first race. Okay, so that's the Autocross race. There's fire coming out of the car. That I don't think has carried over. The cars can catch on fire. Wait, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? This has a cutscene. This is the first race of the cutscene. I thought we were doing the Autocross tournament. And now we're thrown into just a basic race. I'm not sure if this was just a placeholder here, or if they really intended you to just kind of jump from Autocross to regular race. Were there always 7 opponents in races? I think it was just 5, right? For 6 total cars in the race? We have 8 here. Yeah, I assume the reason why they cut 2 racers out of the races are also like many other things, probably for optimization reasons. If you have 2 cars less that need to be simulated through the race, that does improve performance quite a bit. Okay, now we're back to Autocross. Super, super weird, man. Also, no collision sound effects, I just noticed. Yeah, mixed event championships is honestly a bit of a missed opportunity. That could have been really interesting. Would have been a lot of fun. Just having tournaments and championships with mixed event types. I think it could have been really cool. Like, they're all just kind of like secluded in their own kind of like event, so to say. Yeah, and there's also people inside the track. They forgot to remove the pedestrians here. How do the opponents take 15 minutes to complete this? This is just for one lap, by the way. Like, I actually remember when I played this as a kid, these autocross races were so damn hard because the timing was so tight. And here it's like, yeah, you get like 15 minutes for one for one lap. Okay, you still get the IS300 as a prize car from here, though. That has not changed. I'm not sure if this is like a debug thing, but maybe the game, or maybe they intended you to have an ability to re-watch the cutscenes and tutorials of the game. ME412 a reward? Question mark? Question mark? I don't know. Maybe you get an ME412. Rockstar? Can I look at these? Play cutscene. Oh, that does actually play the one. Okay, wait. So these do work. It does have a functioning... And it puts me back in the... Oh, god damn it, dude. It puts me back into the main menu altogether. You gotta be kidding me. Also, I'm not sure if the loading screens were always meant to be quiet. But adding some of the, like, instrumental hip-hop tracks that they had was a really good decision. for the loading screens. Made them way more iconic. And there's also this. Whoa! Holy shit! I think that has to be definitive proof that there are changes in the physics. That is not possible, especially not this smoothly. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. Now I'm convinced there are physics changes. I gotta say, I'm surprised how playable this is. Like, once again, like, this was 6 months before the game came out, is when this build is dated. Which, nowadays, I think is not that much. I think nowadays that only gives you enough time to, like, do some bug fixing and game testing. But back then, 6 months was a huge amount of time. And so it is kind of surprising that this build is super playable. Like, I don't think they really needed to change all that much for this to be fully playable. So I think most of the changes just came down to artistic changes. What, dude? Dude, the physics are so much better here, though. Or optimization stuff. I think that is really, really obvious. Like, some minor artistic changes, which I will say I fully, wholly agree with. Like, I don't think there was anything where I was like, man, this looks so much better in the prototype. Everything, generally speaking, looks better in the final build. Like, the art style of this game is genuinely great in the full release. So I would say, like, all of the changes they did to the loading screens, to the UI, to the menus, all of that was pretty much for the better. There are maybe some aspects that I like more, but definitely not enough to, like, really tip it over the edge for me. So I think, like, in terms of art style, I think it's a big step up in the full release. But as far as, like, the rest goes, like the optimization stuff, you know, it's obviously a bit of a bummer. Like, it's a bummer that the physics have been downgraded somewhat. It's a bummer that, you know, there aren't that many, you know, objects around or pedestrians around. It's a bummer that we don't have 7 opponents in some races and only, you know, like, was it like 5, I think? Whoa! Wait, since when does that happen? Did you see that? Traffic car just, like, driving off the road, and then there was, like, a cop car on top of it. I actually don't think that was, like, a random thing. That might have been a scripted event. Like, MSA3 had some of these. Like, they were very rare, but they had some scripted events on a few of the races. I think that might have been one of them. Wait, this is purple. Wait, what is this? CJ? Who the fuck? What is CJ doing here, man? Wait, CJ from GTA San Andreas in this. Are we dead ass? Okay, dude, I got distracted by that, but look at that. The optional races are purple here. Like, usually these are red, right? Like the smoke here, it's usually colored red. I do like this more. This might be the only artistic change from the full release that I disagree with. I think this looks slightly better, the purple here. Yeah, in Tokyo they were purple. Yeah, good point. In Tokyo they made them purple. I need to ask, who the fuck is CJ, man? There was no CJ in the base game. Okay, so who are you? Oh, this is Phil! Why is Phil called CJ here? CJ stands for Chopper John in here, yeah, apparently. Also, like, another small thing about the loading screens, they're all the same here. In the main game, they change, right? Like, if you challenge a rival, you see, like, a screenshot of the rival in action, right? Like, there's, like, small stuff like that that made the loading screen so cool in Midnight Club 3. And he's fast. Whoa, there's a roadblock. I don't remember that at all. Like, a full-on police roadblock. Once again, like, one of the... That is definitely an event that didn't carry over, I would say. One of the scripted events. I honestly think this might be a new race altogether here. I don't remember this layout at all. And also the difficulty seems a little bit all over the place in this build. Like some races are really easy and others are really difficult. It's a little bit all over the place. Also, it says the top speed of the car underneath the stats. That is actually super useful. Super, super helpful. I wish I would have kept that. Because like these stat bars, I gotta be honest, are not very, they're not very useful, honestly. And it also shows you the trade and value before you trade the car in. But I do want to go back to the arcade mode and just try different cars here. 16. Wait, what is the 16? Oh, the Cadillac 16. Oh yeah, you're right. Don't just name it 16, like the number 16. Oh, that's so dumb. Let's just try a regular sports bike. Like, these were usually super broken in this game. Like, absolutely overpowered. My weight transfer works. Lobbies work too. Whoa, nice. Oh, wait, are the ragdolls not implemented yet? Oh, they don't have the ragdolls yet. We're just kind of stuck on the bike if we fall over. Oh, that's funny. Let's try, yeah, these are the choppers, right? Let's try the Delegans. I don't even remember this thing. They do feel better here, though. I mean, maybe it's just this particular one. I don't think I used this one ever before. But like with all of the other cars that feel just a little bit snappier, a little bit grippier, so do the choppers. Like, these actually feel way better. Like, the choppers were awful to control, especially in Detroit with the snow. Now, what I want to try is to go back to the Korea and try the car tuning. Okay, so I think this is still mostly the same as before. But you don't have sliders, and instead you have numeric values between 0 and 90, I guess. Okay, let's try this. Oh yeah, the car does not steer now. It does not steer. Never used the tuning in MC3. It is kind of useless. You can use it to get a little bit more grip out of the choppers and the muscle cars in this game. Also, this autocross is completely new. Look at that. That is absolutely not in the final game, this one. Yeah, that one leads you down the highway for a brief moment. That is so cool. Wait, this is actually a really cool autocross track, man. It's also just 2 laps as well. Damn. Like, usually these are also 3 laps every single time. So you actually get, like, I guess 2 proper chances to get a good lap time here. But you only have 2 laps here. So you basically have to get your proper lap on the second lap. What are these buses there? Yeah, this has to be a new race too. Look at all the buses parked there. Okay, either it's a new race or the parked buses got removed on the side. With that, I think we've seen enough. Like, as I said, I could probably keep going. And we're gonna probably still find a bunch more tracks, a bunch more stuff. But it's, you know, you know what to expect at this point, I think, from the alphabet. And man, what a cool insight this gave me. This gave me such a fun insight on this game. What I do mourn is, like I said, the physics are so fun here. And likewise also just, you know, obviously all of the extra objects on the road. I think there's also more pedestrians here. Like you have these like massive clusters of pedestrians here and there. All of that is definitely a bit of a shame. The few subtle map changes I don't really care too much about. It's interesting, but it's really just minor stuff. For the most part, 99.9% of the map is the same as it has been. And obviously I do more in the Maybach, which would have been such a cool car in this game. Would have fit right in. Yeah, I think that covers it, right? What? Hold on. Hold on. Carlito, man. How does your car look? Okay, Carlos has a completely different looking car. And it looks ass, dude. It looks ass, dude. Holy shit, Carlos. What the fuck were you thinking? Pink on piss, dude. Okay, so Carlos' car got a complete redesign for the full release. Like, it's usually full green. Which, I mean, his car was never super exciting. But that is rough. I'm glad they changed that. That is rough. I think that's like the first... It might have even been the only complete car redesign from any of the rival opponents. But god damn, Carlos. What the hell were you thinking here? Oh, god. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Hope you found this interesting. Until next time, take care, take it easy. And as always, peace. See you guys.